What's going on, guys? King Strats here, back another video on the channel. And today, after yesterday's pickle episode where I actually lost my lunch on camera, I wanted to go with something that I knew was a safe pick and I liked already. So I'm gonna spin back to some of my favorite restaurants that I reviewed in 2022. And this was a Chinese food place that is a complete hole in the wall. You would never know it was there unless you knew it was there. And I wanted to try it just to take a risk. It ended up being my favorite Chinese food restaurant I reviewed in 2022. I went back to a place called the East Walk. It is located in Saddlebrook, New Jersey, and it has a 4.0 on Google. Let me tell you something, that rating is complete cap, because when I went there, their menu was kind of nuts, and I was so impressed with it that I started waxing poetic about it for like 20 minutes. Well, you know how I get down, though. Also got a couple of new menu items and one thing that I really liked from there. So drop a thumbs up if you want to see more of the best of 2022, and we will deliver more of those to you. But let's get into this video. The first thing that I have here will be the last thing that I show you, but it's an egg roll. If you saw the first video, you probably already know what it is. This right here is one of my favorite. Now, this isn't technically Chinese food. It's actually Singapore Mei Fun, but it's my favorite noodle dish. They don't just make Chinese food at this place. It is a Chinese food restaurant, but they have some Thai menu. I believe they had some Mongolian stuff I got last time, which was really crazy. But this is the Singapore Mei Fun. If you don't know what it is, let me get my fork out so I can fluff that bad boy up. Matter of fact, I'll tell you later, this way I don't sit here doing an intro for 50,000 minutes. This is coconut shrimp. The coconut sauce came in the side so that it didn't like get too soggy. I like the fact that they do that. It just shows a little TLC. And I wanted to try some wings because I'm a wing guy. I wish I had smell-o-vision, bro. Y'all, I'm over here just ducking into here. But these are garlic wings. You know I love wings. And it was their most popular menu item when I looked on a lot of different review places. I never got it last time, but these look pretty good. A lot of sauce on here, like a saucy wing. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I can smell the garlic from here. Got the white rice, and we got the homemade sweet tea. A lot of Chinese food spots make homemade sweet tea, and it's like one of those hidden things that if you know, you know. This thing is usually a vibe. And they serve it in these little containers, which I don't know why. It just makes it taste better when it gotta come in here. I'm gonna spill that, so that's probably a bad idea. But let's get into this, man. I'm gonna start off with my favorite thing that I got last time. You think this is an egg roll, and it is, but it's kind of not. Because this right here is a Philly cheesesteak egg roll. Yes, on the inside there's 100% Philly cheesesteak in here, and I had never had it from a Chinese food place. Apparently other places do this, which I didn't know, but now I do know. So just, y'all ready for this? ASMR warning. Straight up, man. It's absolute sorcery. Crispy, fried perfect, and there is actual cheesesteak in that bad boy. I remember I got this last time. I was like, "There's no way this is," but it's a slam dunk. I forget how much it costs. Don't care. I probably would have paid $3 or $4 for it, but it's not $3 or $4. Now it's coming back to me. I got upset because I only ordered one. I turned around and did it again. But there's a lot of steak in here. Look at this. Like Philly cheesesteak, man. This place is a W. I'm gonna get onto these garlic wings. I gotta try the wings. You know I'm a wing person. I've done a lot of wings on this channel. A lot of good wings come from Chinese food places. I'm gonna make sure I get this nice and saucy. But garlic wings, I don't know what kind of sauce it is. Tons of garlic on here. I smell a little bit of like red chili flake or chilies on here, but let's see. That's an interestingly good wing. I think my mind just got blown away so much by going to that pho place a while back that every wing just doesn't hit the same. With that being said, this wing is still very good. It's garlicky with a little bit of spice. The sauce tastes similar. The sauce tastes similar to what you would get on like a sesame chicken, but it's a lot more garlicky. These are good though. As far as on a wing ranking, they're not the best wings I've ever had, but I'd still put them in the above average category. Let me get one more of these bad boys. I also prefer my wings a little more well done because it holds up in this like sauce a little bit better. But overall, these are like 6.5 out of 10 wings. Still very good, but it's hard to live up to the ones I had the other day. I'm not gonna lie to you. Let me get a little bit of this sweet tea. Wow, that's pretty good. I'm not like a sugary drink person, but the tea itself is so strong that even though it is pretty sweet, I still get a lot of that tea flavor in there. Not really a tea drinker too, but it's my hands slick from all that wing sauce. Anyway, Singapore Mei Fun. One of my favorites. It is like a curry-based noodle, and it has all of the proteins in it. Mei Fun is a rice noodle, by the way, for people who don't know. But in here, you have chicken, you have shrimp, you have pork. Usually there's egg. There is some egg in here. I got a piece of chicken in this bad boy. And then some veggies. But I've always, everywhere I go, I get Singapore Mei Fun. You can get it at any sushi place. You can get it at a lot of Chinese food places these days too as well. But this thing right here is one of my favorites. And I don't know if I got it last time. Oh, this is a good one. That's good. That is good. Good spice. More heat than I'm used to. As far as from like these places, unless you specify that you want it hot. But in a good way. The curry flavor is strong, but it's subtle. I can taste it, but it's not overpowering the noodles. One of the telltale signs from Singapore Mei Fun that I always find to make it either better or worse is if I pick this up and it's really greasy or oily. This is not greasy or oily at all. There's a little bit of oil on here, but it's just coating the noodles. There's not a pool of noodles and sitting in oil on the bottom, which bad Mei Fun usually is incredibly oily and not good. This, they use the right amount of oil. I'm getting a lot of shrimp. I keep picking shrimp up. That's really good. It's really good. This is one of the better ones I've ever had, man. This place, I don't know, it's weird because like you don't know it's there, but that's always the best stuff. I really like that. More shrimp. Look, when you get a lot of shrimp like this, make your day. Get over. Why you fall off, bro? There we go. So this is way, way up there as far as Mei Funs I've had. I wonder if the dude that delivered it cooked it, because I feel like that was the same guy when I went to pick it up, but I got delivery this time. I'm gonna have to tell this man, bro. Do your thing with this one. Okay, let me chill. I have the coconut shrimp. Now, alone, this just resembles sweet and sour chicken, but again, this is how a lot of their dishes start off as. I know there's shrimp in here. They fry it off in that kind of like that puffy tempura batter. And then what they do is they toss it in the sauce. Now, I appreciate them putting the sauce on the side because it allows you to dictate how much sauce you want in there. It doesn't get overly soggy. When this is just sitting in sauce, it tends to get soggy. And you want this to have a little bit of body to that. You know, that's why they do it with sweet and sour chicken as well. But a lot of people just end up dipping it. But I feel like you get more of an experience when you don't. My fingers are just ridiculous. I can't be big ass fat fingers, Mark. Come on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make me a little plate with my Doritos plate that we have over here. And we're gonna, that looks, I know somebody gonna make a comment about that, bro. I'm not doing it. Wipe my hands off real quick. All right, so let's start off with some white rice. Put a little white rice in here. Should I move this? Just move out the way real quick. Here. I don't want y'all to get alienated. I can put that in my Doritos. Doritos, man, they hit me off with this crazy pyramid. If you see it on TikTok or it's also on Instagram, and there was some crazy stuff in there. There was like a speaker, the shovel spoons I use, and then they had this plate as well as like a bunch of dips and things like that. People are like, why didn't you get you a Dorito? A lot of people say, how come they didn't give you Dorito in the Doritos pyramid? And I'm like, bro, they gave me a speaker. I could buy like 30 bags of Doritos with what that speaker costs, because I actually have that speaker in my studio. It's really small, but it's loud. It's over there. That's why I'm pointing that way. Don't give you, if you're going to trade off, if I told you right now, you buy me 4 bags of Doritos. Oh, this is still, look. Still crispy. You hear it? Or did you just hear me rustling with the bag? I know somebody gonna say something because y'all act like children. And I know what color this is. So, that's okay. Let's get in here. A little bit of the rice. I know someone. Ooh, that looks like. I'm old, bro. It's fine. Let's see. Definitely a coconut base. If you've ever had like the walnut shrimp, very similar. Not as sweet, but it's still sweet. You don't even really need the rice, to be honest. This is why people end up doing this. Look. And the broccoli. That is good. Y'all see that? Last time, I got pineapple shrimp. That was better than this. This is very good, but that pineapple shrimp was like elite level. So, this isn't one of those places that everything is a slam dunk. For sure. Still very enjoyable and very good. My only issue with this, I didn't know it was going to come like this, right? I never had it before. And did I order chicken? This is chicken. I thought this was shrimp the whole time, bro. That's how much breading is on here. I need my receipt real quick. It's coconut chicken. I thought I ordered shrimp. That kind of changes the game a little bit. So, I think they meant to serve this like sweet and sour chicken, to be honest. Same kind of idea. That makes sense. For shrimp, I was like, there's too much breading. I was about to say that, but now that this is literally just sweet and sour chicken, but they just switched the sauce. It is good though. It's really good. The only thing for me, the coconut sauce is sweet enough that's similar to sweet and sour chicken, which I like. I can't eat a ton of it because I feel like there's not enough balance. It's just sweet. There's no savory or spicy. So I'm gonna try something. Chinese hot sauce is always a vibe. I just want to see if this can kind of balance this out, because right now I'm just getting sweet and it's like flavor fatigue is a thing for me. You know, you don't want to keep eating the same thing for like a really, really large when it's like sweet or it doesn't have enough like different elements to it. But let's try it now. That is better. Sweet and spicy now. A little bit of spice to balance that out. I think that's why walnut shrimp works so well, is because the hell, the walnuts give it a little bit of something to like balance it out with that like overly sweet. But that works a lot. I would just take a hot sauce packet and just do this over it. I would do that sweet and sour chicken too, to be honest. This is good though. I just finished my workout. It's really good with the hot sauce. Post-workout food always is difficult. It's that time where I just chill out, enjoy a little bit more of this food, chop it up, and I feel like after yesterday we got a lot to talk about. So, as of now, the pickle video is doing really well as far as the amount of people engaging and saying they enjoyed it and watched it, which I'm pretty sure you all expected. It's one of the few videos I've ever done where I was like, okay, I know people are at least going to watch this for the obvious reason. A lot of you have been waiting for this. If you were around back when I said it, which is around 20,000 subscribers. It's been, I think I said it in the beginning of this year. So, it's been really anticipated. I'm glad you enjoyed it. With that being said, I will never do that again. not the pickles. But at least now I know that I still hate them. There were a few people, you know, saying things like I'm being dramatic and all that stuff. Well, that's fine. Like, not a big deal. There are just certain things in the world, and it might not just be food, but something, that instantaneously the smell or the sight of it or whatever just involuntarily gives you like a disgusted feeling, nausea, whatever. And for me, that is and has always been pickles. I'm talking since childhood, which I explained yesterday. So I think some of you didn't realize, because some of you commented like, I guess you weren't kidding, or I didn't realize it was that bad. I've been saying it this whole time. It's that bad. Like, you know how there's certain smells in the world, taste, whatever? I'll give you one. Another thing where I'm like really just like, I can't deal with it. Like the smell of, I know it's going to sound bad, but it's true, because I get the same reaction. Garbage. Like other people's garbage. It makes me start like retching. Like when I walk past a dumpster, I hold my breath. You know what I'm saying? Like it just makes me nauseous. So to voluntarily put something in my mouth that makes me want to vomit is going to get that kind of reaction. Because immediately, you could see in the video, I put 2 sandwiches out. I didn't know which one had pickles. I could smell it through the bag, through the wrapper. Immediately I'm like, it's that one. I knew it. And I've been that way forever. So, as a person, I gotta be completely unhinged to voluntarily eat that. Because I don't like the smell of pickles. So there might be, some of you have foods like that. Some of you have certain things like that. I know someone that if they see somebody vomit, they'll vomit. I don't get squeamish around stuff like that. Like, I, throw up and I'm like, oh man, dang. That's it. But it's just a natural thing that you can't help your own, like reactions to things. You know? So, most of you understood that. Some of you said that I was being over the top. I had to really hype myself up to eat that thing, bro. People thought that they were like, oh, I can't wait, you're gonna eat a big pickle. I'm like, you're out of your mind. I knew that at one bite, it was all it was gonna take. But I got it on the sandwich so that if I did like it, there was more there. Boom. Or if I could tolerate it, there was more there. But it was an immediate reaction, man. You know, I'm not like, it's bad. That wasn't over the top, that was real. You can't see it, because I don't have it in the video. But I couldn't eat it. Like, when I was sitting there doing this, I was like I couldn't do it. So I texted my friends. They were like, yo, just do it, bro. Like, I'm telling you, I had to be like, yo, bro, I can do anything, and this is one of the things I feel like I can do. And they're just like, yo, you got it, bro, go ahead, you can do this. On everything. You know? Bro, I'm like, yo, like, man up, bro. I was like, yeah, you're right, I gotta do it. And that's when it cut back to the video for me. And I was like, bro, I ain't no bitch. Boom, and I just ate it. But when I hit my, like, taste buds, bro, whoo. So people saying it's all in your head, I mean, yeah, it is. It is in my head. But I don't like the taste either. When it hit my taste buds, it made it 1,000 times worse. But everybody's got different taste buds, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's certain things that I like that I know people don't like. Brussels sprouts. A lot of people get like that with mayonnaise. I know a lot of people that hate mayonnaise so much that they taste it, they get nauseous. I remember my mom, for years, she couldn't eat yogurt because of the texture. And I'll be sitting there with Trix yogurt, like, what you talking about, bro? You know? So, your taste buds are set up the way your taste buds are set up. But the only way that I can put it into how you would equate it is to talk about something that you genuinely don't enjoy eating, or smelling, or touching, or seeing. Like, it's just awful. And one of the crazy things about people is how we're all so different in that sense. How to one person, you might just be like, yo, something is great. And you talk to the next person, they're like, yo, that makes me I'm disgusted. I'll give you another one. Like, people, I love horror movies, right? I went and watched Terrifier. Or should I say Terrifier 2? Went to the movies, was chilling, eating popcorn, right? Boom. Reese's Pieces, people I'm with watching the movie were laughing during certain scenes. There's some comedic scenes in the movie. It's not all just like gore. But my point is, the next day I get home, because I don't ever look at movie reviews until after I watch the movie. And I'm scrolling through the reviews, looking at one review, and one of the reviews said that there's people out there who are throwing up watching the movie. And like, you know, puking. And to me, I don't know how that could happen, but you cannot help your body. It's like forcing yourself to kiss somebody that you're not attracted to. You ever meet a person that's so unattractive that you find them like off-putting? Would you go kiss that person? You'd be like, oh, what if they breath stink? Bad breath. Ooh, that's a bad one, right? You ever kiss somebody with bad breath, bro? Oh, you'd be like, bro, I can't. I'm about to throw up. So, it's that kind of reaction, bro, just for me. But it was a bet that I made with myself, unprompted. None of y'all asked me to do it. I said it. And I wouldn't trade it for anything because it was a goal that I didn't have. I didn't think it would ever get this far. So, if I had to do it all over again, I'd still do it. At least I know now. And for something that it took my entire life, like, I'm not 15, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm old. My entire life to actually say voluntarily eat that, because all the other times are accidents and I threw up. To me, that's like a big accomplishment that I was like, after I did it, bro, I was sick, right? I'm not even joking. I'm streaming on Twitch, right? And I'm sitting there, and I'm like nauseous, but I'm talking, and I'm like, bro, I did it, bro. I got y'all congratulating me for like the 100K thing, which is a big accomplishment. You know, you guys enough. I feel like that's more of your reward than mine because like y'all did that. I didn't do that. I'm just chilling, you know. But if it wasn't for you guys, this wouldn't be a thing. I was more proud of the fact that I ate a pickle. Like, I did it. I didn't stay down, but I did it. I did it though, right? So that's kind of where it was. But as far as like the achievement or milestone as people call it, of course, thank you guys, man. It's crazy. Like, this whole thing is nuts. Like, when I think about the fact that I'm just a guy eating some food and like running my mouth, and then there's people out there that rock with me. That's crazy. So, genuinely, thank you. Genuinely. But the achievement happened while I was sleeping. So I woke up and I had a couple of text messages. People watch I don't watch the count. I don't do that. So I woke up on my Discord and congratulations, Uncle. And I went, wow, that's awesome. And then I went on about my day like nothing happened. I don't like making a big deal out of accomplishments. I don't know why. I've just never been that way. Like, I went and worked out and went to work and made a YouTube video and ate a pickle. And streamed and went on about my day. I'm just the type of dude that, like, no matter what, I'm just going to put my head down and try to, like, continue to make progress. I don't look at that milestone as something like I made it or, like, okay, like, I'm good now. Like, for me, it's just, like, what's next? Like, where do I go from here? How do I... Because I don't want to stay the same. I want to improve. So, that's kind of where my head is at. But today I wanted to have something. This made fun. It's crazy good. I wanted to have something today that I knew was at least going to be good. So, I want to do some of the showcases of the best. I've done a few, and this is the next one. This place is excellent, and it's such a small place that you wouldn't even know was there. Like I said, it's like on the side of a mini mall. Really small. But the food is actually good. And everybody that I've talked to that went there was like, yeah, I got this. It was really good. But get that cheesesteak egg roll. That is diffy. But that's going to be the video, man. I got to watch that pickle. No, I'm just playing. I got to go back to work like I always do. But we'll be back, though, man, tomorrow. More content. I love Yana hand signs. They made it to YouTube.